Seems to be working. I got one watcher, two watchers now. Low signal on the Wi-Fi thing, but that's understandable. All right. So come on over to YouTube if you want reading, because I don't have eyes in both chats. Sadly, I can multitask, just not very well. And I think Johnny United said that. Uh, our guy Johnny U on Errt Radio. Um, he he was saying, well, you do one thing really great, or you try to multitask and do both things badly. But anyway, something like that. I can't remember if that's how he said it. Anyway, something like that to that effect. Anyway, we have card readings today. I'm doing a segment each day at during my morning show, 9 a.m. This morning I did it a little early. It's kind of weird. Woke up early. Went ahead and uh, did my card full. Hi, Julie. How you doing? Yeah, I was having a issue with some internet technology running a little slow, so I don't know if it's even going to stay connected. We're going to give it a try though. Give it a go, and it shows I'm still connected. Yeah, I still have congestion issue. Yeah, and I can hardly read that text with these glasses. Yeah. So the problem is my sinus congestion. Of course, I guess everyone else is the same. It drains down to the throat here, and it causes distraction with my breathing and even the talking. And thankfully, it's doing fine, better than it has been. So, hey, Bobby, how you doing? It seems to be working a little slow. It is on a low end of the signal. I can see that. Hasn't dropped off yet. But so let's get at least some readings done. Who wants a reading? With my with these beautiful cards. Who would like a reading? All right. We're using these tonight again, like I have been. Um, hey, Genghis, how you doing? All right. Get notify anybody you know that wants a reading. We're gonna try to be on here for a little bit. If for some reason the internet crashes or the connection doesn't work right, we can definitely make up for the reading later. If you want to check with me on email or connect with me on private messenger, you can definitely uh, get connected with me there, and I can do a reading for you at that point. Yeah, my internet is not the greatest because of the snow coverage that we have on the ground, and it's causing interference with the signal strength. Apparently, that's what it says. How many shuffles do you want, Julie? You want three or four? Or you want three or four cards, I should ask. You want three or I've been doing four cards. Do you like four or do you like three? Some people have a specific number. Some people like one. That's okay too. I usually do. Uh, I've been doing four recently. Okay, there's one, two, three, four. Well, okay, I'll start fresh. You want nine shuffles and four cards. Okay, we're gonna start the shuffling over then, Julie. We're starting over. take a minute and focus on your intention for this reading, you personally. And I will focus on reading it correctly for you. And we'll see if we can't get this right. All right, so count to 3. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax. Focus on your intention, whatever that might be. Okay, so 9 shuffles. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's a lot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to cut the deck like I always do. Is that okay? All right. Now, by the way, Happy New Year, everybody. We made it. I was 6 days in, and I remembered this song from Barry Manilow. And I saw Barry Manilow in concert, believe it or not, in San Diego, Jack Murphy Stadium. And I went because of my wife at the time, I guess. And she just loved Barry Manilow, and like, why? But I went anyway. He had a remarkable voice, definitely. But, well, yeah, most women do, Julie. Okay. I was a young man of maybe 30 years old at the time, somewhere around there, 1987, 1986 maybe, whenever he was at Jack Murphy Stadium. Healer of Abundance is your first card. That's a good one, I think. I'll get the pictures of these for you. Okay. So anyway, had the song that was popular then. Looks like we made it. From actually, like, I think I was a little bit older when it first came out, like for 19. I'll have to look that up again now. Oh, now I'm getting distracted because we're talking about Barry Manilow. Isn't that just the thing to roll us off the tracks? 2 of action. Again, I'll send these to you right away. Amazing technology we have here. Gotta get them nice and straight. I always seem to mess that up though. And then there's one that's printed wrong. I think this is that one right there. No, wait, there's another one that's printed wrong. This is... Okay. Intuition and insight. Oh, yeah. That has a number to it. What is that number? 18. 18. Number 18. Well, at least on a positive note, though, Julie, I might not sound very good, but I feel better than I have in the last few weeks. The last few weeks of December were just hell to get through. And then, let's see. Open your heart. And number 6, it looks like, yeah. Okay. Open your heart. And don't worry about trying to read it right now. Again, I'm going to send you the picture of all these. You'll be able to zoom in and look at it as long as you want. Okay, there we go. There's Julie's card. So, what do we get from this? Healer of Abundance. Well, don't doubt your abilities. I don't even know what the card says. Actually, I haven't memorized the card yet. But but anyway, I can already assume it's talking about, don't have any doubt over what you can do, or what you can make, or anything. Just go with it. Go for it. I might be wrong on that understanding, but I think it sounds good. I'm gonna have to look at that card again to see what it says. I think you already got it though, Julie. Thank you for that. Maybe at some point next week we can have you. Sorry about my nose, and it's itching at the moment because I'm trying to share something important. Like next week, if you are feeling better and feeling up to it, you have more energy and you want to be part of the show, you let me know. I would certainly like it if you would be. Alright, I think, oh, I gotta change that. That's what I gotta change right there. There we go. Change the angle just slightly. And that's done. Alright, now, I'm going to save that. We're good to go. That's perfect. Perfect now. That almost cut off the one side there, but it got. You can see it. Let me know if you want it done again. I'll do it a little bit better. I missed that side on there, but you can tell me if you can read it or not. Okay, sent it to you. If you need that redone, let me know. The card on the left is a little bit cut off on the side, but on the left side. All right, now, Bobby, you're next. Hey, Katie Holte, how you doing? What's going on? Glad you're here lurking. Gotta have the lurkers watching out for us. All right. All right. Good deal. Thank you. Yeah, if that's good enough to read it. Oh yeah. Could you? Well, I shared with you my dream I had. Well, I call it a dream. It's actually, I believe, it was a message. And the message was the final line of that last song. 4 cards, please. Okay, I'm shuffling 3 times, and then I'm going to cut. I already shuffled 2. Now I'm going to shuffle. All right. Now I'm going to cut a little more into the middle there, Mr. Dealer. Don't try to shortchange the deck. All right. 4 cards for Bobby. Choose freedom. I think I did that for you the other day. I pulled that, didn't I? Number 15. Choose freedom. So anyway, back to Julie's reading. Um, as we're doing this one, uh, you got things going in the right direction, and I believe if you maintain your focus and you are, well, you're more organized than I am, obviously. Who isn't? But if you have a problem with organization, now that wasn't with any of the cards, but that's just a thought that comes to my head. 7 of action for Bobby. 7 of action. All right. So, um, if you need to, I'm not good at keeping lists. I'm not good at keeping my tracks of my dreams, which I'm going to start. And the funny thing was, I had another weird dream. I have no clue what this one meant. Sometimes I have these dreams that are like, what the heck is that about? What's the message on that one? Come on, straighten up, card. My fingers aren't working right. What's going on here? Get these just perfect, and then they want to mess up. All right, so um, I remember the one about the angels, which I shared tonight. 6 of emotion. I told everyone I was going to share this dream if I could stay connected. Okay. Okay, what? Oh, okay, good. Yeah. So here's what, Julie, I'm going to share that, if that's okay. Okay, there's what she says there. Okay. So what I would encourage everyone to do is the same, and I need to do this too, and I'm not one for a note taker or a list keeper or anything like that. But I'm not trying to say a New Year's resolution or nothing like that. I'm just saying, in general, to better yourself. Make notes, take notes. And hold on, Bobby, I'll send you this picture here in a minute. Fair decisions. And number 5, it looks like. Number 5, or did I read that wrong? Number 8. Well, I read that one wrong. Number 8, fair decisions, not number 5. I either need a better screen or new glasses. Not sure which one. Probably new glasses, I bet. All right, so what you got is choose freedom, 7 of action, 6 of emotion, and fair decisions. The choose freedom, is that right? That's number 15, I think it said. All right, so Bobby, have a clear, concise point to your choices. Don't shift around. Have a direct and clear cut choice as to what you want to do and what you expect to get, what you expect to, well, don't do nothing for nothing. Do things for you, do things for, don't do it just for payment either. Do it because you love it, whatever that might be. But in your case, though, oh boy, a lot of 7 of action. Let me see what that one says. Hold on. All right. So the choose freedom. Okay. So sometimes you may feel as though your way is blocked, but often that's just an illusion. You could free yourself from the obstacles that you're focused on by choosing a different path. Turn your thoughts away from negativity and instead envision endless other possibilities you might act upon. So, that's what I was getting at right there. Alright, so you don't want to get tied down to a certain mode of things in life. You want to make sure that you uh, have a variable possibilities. Okay. Okay. So now 7 of action is, and of course, with that last card, you want to make sure that again you have a list of parameters or a list of things that you want to accomplish. If you do it each week, if you do it each day, whatever. Now, I'd encourage everyone, if you have not tried it yet, the year is still young, only 6 days are gone. Meditation, meditation, meditation. Did I say that again? Meditation, meditation. You're welcome, Julie. I hope it helps. And let me know if it did. All right. 7 of action. You're being called upon to claim your personal power. There you go, Bobby. Claim it. No, not to name it, claim it. That's a whole nother thing. This is claim it. You claim your own. Okay. Feel confident as your angels. There you go. Will give you the strength to say no when it's the right thing to do for yourself. Your struggle may actually stem from the unresolved inner conflict rather than a conflict with others. So be certain of what you want to get. Just what I was trying to explain a minute ago. Be certain, be sure of what you are going after, and do it for you, not for me, not for your gaming society, not for anyone else. Do it for you, whatever that is. You know, everyone's going to have a different answer, but for you, take care of you first. And I think that's true of anybody should do that. Meditate. Meditate. I'm challenging everyone between now and next week. I'm challenging everyone. It can be any time in the daytime. I'd encourage you to make it in the morning or when you first get up. 5 minutes. You put on a guided meditation on YouTube. They got millions of them. I listened to one the other day, matter of fact, just for 15 minutes. I'd give this a 15-minute try. So I did. I gave it a 15-minute try, and it was like 20 minutes into it. I thought, crap, I got to get my show going. So the funny part about that is this. It had a changing color of the different points of the chakras throughout the body. Very pretty. The video was pretty. And the funny thing was, I had my eyes closed, and I was focusing on the tone and the frequency and the music and everything like that. And then I could see the colors changing on the video, and I had my eyes closed. So now explain that one. Now, a lot of times when I have my eyes closed and I have TV on, I can visualize what's on the TV. Don't ask me how that works, but anyway, I hear it. I see it. I see what I hear. Next card, Bobby. Six of emotion. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return it to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. Okay. Now, fair decisions was number 8. On it is a unicorn. Your angels are aware that you have concerns, but be assured that there's nothing to worry about. Stand your ground and know that heaven is shining its divine light upon the situation and all is being healed. Take the time to review all the details thoroughly. Forgiveness will bring peace to everyone involved. There you go. All right, I'll send this to you, Bobby. I'm going to fix it up, though. All right, so does anyone else want a reading? Katie, are you still here? All right, so there we go. That's better. That's good enough, actually. I'm going to do it just like that. Oh, wait, no, I can do that Skype. That's right. Okay, Bobby, you should have got that on your messenger and your Skype. I hope that helps anybody. Katie, are you still here? Hello, Katie. Now, I don't do the reverse on these things or on any of the tarot cards. Just because I feel that's a distraction, in my opinion. And believe it or not, I'm not the only one that says that. Professional readers, some of them do not do. I mean, some of them do. Excuse me while I get a drink of my smart water. All right, I don't see Katie here yet. She was here. All right. Um, let's see. Oh, 9. Okay. I remember. What did we say hers was? Um, Wait, no. Where's Venus at? No, Venus should be here. Don't need to do that. I need to be oh. There we go. Okay. So now we got that done. Let's see, where's Katie? Katie, are you still here? I won't read unless you're here. We can try that. Did you need me to shuffle again first to clear it? You don't need me to shuffle 9 times, I don't think, do I? Oh, do you? Did you want me to shuffle like 3 times and then, or just cut the deck? But yeah, we could do that. What do you got? What kind of question? I'm going to shuffle it 3 times, or shuffle it twice and then the cut. That'd be good. Okay. You just said shuffle 3, and I just said 2 times and 3, which is basically 2 times and a cut, which is 3 shuffles, basically. Good enough. Um, all right, thank you for your question. I'm going to go on with my story, and you guys tell me what you think of this dream or message I got. This is a 2-part dream or message or vision or whatever you want to call it. It is told that the Holy Spirit or God or angels speak to us in our dreams or spirits even. And there's a verse in the Bible that says something about dream dreams and see visions. Um, is it young men will dream dreams and old men will see visions, or is it the other way around? Young men will see visions and old men will dream. I don't know. I have to look that one up. If anybody wants to look it up, you can. But anyway, in my interpretation of my dream that I had on New Year's Day and then the first or the second rather, New Year's Day and then the second, um, I had this dream of or message I'm going to call it because there was angels involved. Now I usually ah this congestion is messing up with my hearing too. I usually don't have angels in my dream. Now, the interesting thing about this is how they were, how they appeared. Who remembers? You remember those wall blocks that you'd have around a small planter? Like a rose bush planter or some kind of wildflower type planter. And you have one by 12 inch long and 6 inches high for the brick. Gosh, that's irritating. And anyway, it was about a 4 foot wall. And what happened was I was standing in front of this wall and I see 2 angels. They appear to be female. Uh, Not there's any male or female in heaven, except we always refer to God as Father and He, and Jesus, of course, is in heaven. And in angels, we always have male names, Michael and Gabriel, even Lucifer. And so all that stuff, we all have male names, That's kind of weird. But yeah, there's no male or female or June or Greek or anything like that. I get all that. But without getting into all that, let me tell you my story. I believe, first of all, angels at any time appear as they want you to see them, no matter what. If it's with wings, without wings, if it's male or female or human form or animal form or strange thing that happens in the sky form, it don't matter. Angels appear how they want you to see them, not how they should be or how the Bible describes them or anything. It's how they want you to see them. If you see a UFO, count yourself lucky if you're wanting, if it's your intention to see one, because they don't usually show and let people see them. If they crash, something went wrong. And then, of course, you get to see them. But, boy, but the thing is, if you think that angels have wings, then if you see an angel, odds are you're going to see one with wings. Now, my situation is these two angels are sitting on the wall. They're young females, like you know, maybe 20s or something like that. Not too young. They're adult, maybe 20 years old, and they appear to have blonde hair. And one on the right had a book. They were sitting with their legs crossed, and I can't remember if they had sandals on. I think they did have sandals on. I don't think their feet were bare. But yeah, so they had like sandals on and blonde hair. I didn't see the eyes or didn't really see the face. I just noticed the wings. They had arms and legs, and they had like a robe on. Didn't see no halo. Of course, you're gonna tell me, oh, no halo, then they weren't an angel. Well, again, not all angels have halos. Uh, not all angels have wings. Don't even know angels even have wings, but that's what somebody said once. And that's how we go with it. And we accept it to that fact that they had wings. And so anyway, in this case, my angels had wings on the ones that were sitting on the wall. That is. Now, they had their legs crossed. The one on the left had her arms crossed, like, oh, come on, this guy ain't gonna pay attention. And then I was seeing one with the book. And then a girl walks up to me, probably about 10 or so, about, you know, maybe 4 foot, 4 foot tall, or no, maybe a little bit shorter than the wall. She's about maybe 3.5 feet tall. And blonde hair, no wings on her though. She just walks up and she tells me, she said, come here, I gotta tell you something. And so I listened, and she says, you can get what you want. Just don't give up. Now, that in itself is good enough for me. Um, the message was, don't give up. Oofy, how you doing? And so then the next day, I don't know if you ever had this experience with dreams about continuation of dreams in another day. Whether it be the same week, whether it be months down the road, or if you had the same dream 4 or 5 times in a row, or whatever. Anyway, this particular situation happened the next day. And I was standing in front of that same wall, but no angels were sitting on it. And then the girl comes up to me with a pamphlet, like a bifold pamphlet. It has the front, back, and the center of the pamphlet. The colors were like my icon, my logo there. And it had a gray part where the text was. And excuse me. And I didn't see the writing on the text part of it, but I could see it was gray with white lettering. And she says, "You can get what you want, just don't give up." So you can get all that you want, or you can get what you want, just don't give up. So that's the point there, is that not to give up. Now I assumed that the girl in the dream in both parts was an angel in human form. Okay. And again, not all angels have wings. Now, Oopie sharing a picture of an angel. That'd be kind of weird looking angel. No, not Jehovah's Witnesses, Oopie. All right. So now Julie had a challenge for me here. But anyway, so with that dream, though, what I got was one, angels are messengers. So that dream was actually a message. Okay? That was actually a message. That wasn't a dream. Dreams are one of three things. Follow me with this one, please. Dreams are actually one of three things. They're a message, one. They're a memory, two. Or they are a vision, three. Now, yeah. So, now, I've had one time in a situation, I guess it could be a premonition would be considered a vision. All right. So I had this situation it was in my electronics class in ninth grade. I was one of those kids that used to stick up for people who got picked on, but I also got picked on quite a bit. But I used to help kids that were picked on a lot, believe it or not. And so, anyway, in this dream, I visualized this in high school again, this a long time ago. This dream occurred 3 times, and then the fourth time it actually happened. Now, the interesting thing is, in the fourth time, I was able to figure out what was going to happen, and I survived. The poor kid that got his retainer broken was a whole other story. But anyway, I never had any more trouble them picking on me or picking on my friends or anything like that. So, uh, just saying that dream was weird though. It appeared 3 times before the actual event took place. Um, now that happened one time that I recall. that happening with a repeating dream like that. So, okay, there's that. Ah, boy. Yep. So now, is Katie here? Katie, are you still here? Katie? Katie, if you're still here, let me know. Now, Julie, did you have your question ready? Well, I was glad to have that dream. Now, what's interesting is, um, I had two different dreams today. Now, I'm gonna start kind of like writing these down or logging them somehow, uh, within a unspoken question. So just draw a card then. I already shuffled them for you. So just draw a card then, okay? All right, special pull for Julie. Ah, excuse me. That wasn't part of that. That was just something that had to come out. Four of thought. Okay. I'm guessing that's a good card for you. Well, I will take a picture of that and send it to you. So am I doing that right, or is that just the way the cards went? All right. Yep, I'm sending it. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta get it. Gotta get it just perfect, as good as I can anyway. All right, that should work. So now, what? How do you know what's yes or no on these things? I'm still learning that part. All right, that should have went. Did you get that? I'm looking at the cheat sheet I got for the regular telling secrets here. I got a cheat sheet thing that I got for the regular tarot card deck. And it tells me what cards are yes and no in a reading. Got it, good. Oh, wow. Wow. So I got it. Somehow I managed to get the message out to you. And I had it right on. Good. What does it say? Okay, let's see if I can. Kind of need a better way to do that, but hopefully that'll work. That was for Oopie. Oopie, would you like a reading? Oh, man. Okay. I'm gonna shuffle for Oopie, I think. I don't know where Katie went. She was here, and usually she asked for a reading. And I don't want anyone to miss out. Genghis never says yes to a reading. I don't know why not. He has before, but not recently. All right, Oopie, you ready? I got the card shuffled. It's all for you now. You ready? Oopie. So, anyway, here's what I have thought about. Along with the meditation practice, that I would request all of you to join in on this fun. I want you to start tonight if you can, or tomorrow morning if you can. Take 5 minutes, is all. 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. That's all you need. And if you do it any time and you're doing it right, you'll get like 10 minutes at a time. Then you go into 20 minutes at a time, not realizing it. And make sure you have time when you start this, because you don't know how long it's going to take. When you do this process with the meditation. That's why I said, either when you go to sleep at night or when you wake up early, when you wake up in the morning, when you're got the time, maybe by yourself, where you can get ready and do things and take time to take a few moments and relax. And just meditate on your day, meditate on what your things to do list is. Keep focused, keep organized, focus on your steps of the day. And I have to excuse me, I have to do that as well. Um, so oh yeah. Oh, speaking of manifest, um, the fourth card on my pool this morning, it was something create and manifest, whatever it was. You look back on it on my page and see that. But anyway, Um, what? Of course, I don't do anything, like work or anything like that. I do my radio show in the morning, and that's it. But I am lining up some people for Friday nights. I got a few country artists. Uh, uh, my friend Caden Gordon, he has a internet country station, and he knows a lot of country singers. Some are pretty good size, pretty big. Some of them are still just starting out, new. And so we know a couple of them that we have talked to, and we've um, played their music on my station. And some of these guys that he's talking about are uh, not new necessarily, but I don't listen to country much, but I will, and I'll support them. They're an artist. They're somebody that's trying to reach for that. We used to have a merry-go-round on San Diego, Santa Cruz Boardwalk. We rode this merry-go-round, and used to be a brass ring that you had to grab that brass ring if you wanted to have another free ride. So you'd have to be on the outside horse, and it had to be at the right height in order to reach and grab it. Oh well, most of the short kids couldn't do it. I did get one time, but anyway, these country artists are incredibly talented, whether you like country music or not. Santa Cruz Boardwalk, Santa Cruz Boardwalk. And they had actually at the time they had a big wooden roller coaster, the largest one in the or third largest one in the world, I think, maybe. And I can't even remember what the name of the roller coaster was, but it was scary. It was old then. We used to ride it though. We used to ride this ride there at the boardwalk. Rode this ride called the Mouse Trap. Yeah, a bunch of vampires. I never seen a vampire. Uh, no, not there. And the Mousetrap was two seater uh, car that rode on two tracks. Like a regular roller coaster, but somehow the wheels would come off the track, and it wasn't a joke. It was an actual situation, and they ended up having an accident where the car actually came off the tracks, and well, that was the end of that one. Kind of shut. I think that kind of shut the whole thing down. Yep, that's the area. Santa Cruz Boardwalk. We used to go there. That was our Disneyland, basically. We did go to Disneyland a few times, but the boardwalk was the poor man's version of Disneyland. And hey, it was nice area actually. To be honest. Um, so Oopie never said if she wanted a reading. So anyway, the giant. I think it was the monster giant or something like that. Oh yeah, well, yeah. I don't know. I never get to see anything weird like that. No vampires that I know of. Yeah, mine was later part of the 60s, 66, 67, maybe early 70s, possibly. And it was a good place to go to as a kid at that time. I mean, we always had good times there. So, uh, yeah, that was strange. But yeah, and I don't ride roller coasters anymore. I rode this one. A friend of mine paid for the weekend. He had a free weekend trip to a place called Magic Mountain, and he drove down there, and he was my supervisor, and it was on a night job that we had for cleaning this church, and so he said, "Come on, I'll drive. You come along for the ride and enjoy the free room, the free trip to the Magic Mountain, and enjoy the weekend." It was some kind of thing he won on the work thing or whatever. But anyway, we went down there and went to Magic Mountain, and there was a roller coaster called the Viper, and at the time it was the only one with uh, three corkscrews and two loops, right? And you're going 65 miles an hour on this thing, or faster. Excuse me. And anyway, go through these corkscrews, and you go around the loops, and I got off that thing and I couldn't walk straight. But what was funny about that was he said, "Well, I'm paying for this trip, so you're gonna sit in the front seat in the front car." And I said, "Okay, well, since you paid for it, I'll sit where you tell me." So we're in the front seat of the front car, and when you get on that thing and it's going up, you're going up, 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 and everything's looking great. You're looking around, and you get to the top of the climb, and you don't see nothing but air, blue sky, nothing. That's it. And then you go down. You're going at least 65 miles an hour. I'd have to look at that speed, see what it was on that drop. Then you go around the corkscrew. And then another, I can't remember the corkscrew and then a loop and then a corkscrew and a loop and another corkscrew and then the end. The whole thing was maybe 2 minutes long, and by the time you got done with it, though, at least I couldn't walk. Now that's the last time I ever rode a roller coaster like that or any kind, and it's a lot different riding it in the middle of the train, or if you're on the back car. Back car, you whip around too much. I've done that before too, and it's not a fun time when that happens. In a situation of front car though, and you got all the G forces right in your face, and you can't get out of it. But I survived it though. We got it done. We went on a few other rides as well. One thing I make sure to remind everybody: don't eat before you go on those, or drink, or just be ready for getting dizzy and maybe still getting sick, whether you eat or not. Yeah, no, that was good though. So that's about all I got. I don't know what else you guys got. So anyway, with meditation, please 5 minutes a day. Document some of the things you might get, either messages or ideas or whatever. And I want you guys to take notes of your messages when you meditate or when you dream. If you have a dream to tell, bring it next week. All right. So, Oopie never said she wanted a reading, and Katie left. We got 4 people watching. I don't know what's going on there. Says 4 people are watching. I don't know. So, I think I'm going to call it a night a little bit early. Maybe. You are still here? Okay, you are still here. Thank you. Katie, you're still here. Would you like a reading, Katie? There's Katie. I already shuffled the cards for you. Unless you want a special number for shuffling. Would you like a special number for shuffling, or will you take the shuffle I got? Thank you for being here. I know I should have had 4 watching. Nobody's talking. Go on. I got 4. I got 4 shuffles done. Is that good enough? Oh, this is. Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and do I got the cards ready. Now wait, when is the full moon? I don't even know. I gotta look that one up. Katie, I don't know if I had this one for you before, Katie, or not. Are you ready? We're gonna do 4 cards, okay? It is tonight. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to know. If you want 4 or 1, here's the 1. I think I had that for you before. There you go. Did you want 1? You want 4 or 3? Or did you just want 1? I feel like 3 is a good number for you. Yep, it must be if you had it before. Two of action, that's second time tonight we've seen that one. There you go. Do three. Yeah, I sensed I needed to do three, Katie. I don't know why. I don't ask them why. I just get the calling and it says, do this, do that. And I just do what they. And there you go. Open your heart. And that was number 6. Okay. I'll take a picture of these and send them right to you. One thing I like about technology, like I said earlier. Oh, darn this damn thing. Okay. Hit the mouse pad. Oh, so the other day I turned off my mouse pad by mistake. My touchpad on this laptop. I somehow turned it off. And I couldn't figure out how to turn it back on. That was aggravating. And I remembered, oh, wait, I got touchscreen. And I looked it up, learned how to turn on the mouse pad. All right. All right, yeah. Oh boy, okay, well, I guess that's good enough that way. That's the bottom line on that one. Okay, so that's good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so remember the Barry Manilow song. Looks like we made it. Come to my mind 6 days into the year, and I remembered that song. I mean, oh my gosh, I didn't know that song. I mean, there you go, Katie. That's good enough right there. All right. Funny thing, are having strange mysteries in the mines, right? And they never said anything about Tommy knockers. We have them supposed to be with the haunted mines, talking about haunted mines, and they had the in the west or like in Nevada and whatever, maybe in South Dakota as well. I don't know. There's things called Tommy knockers, and you're down 200 feet or so, middle of dark. That's funny, Katie. I like that. Uh, but these guys, the Tommyknockers were actually evil. You look those up. Um, you'd hear them. Nobody else down there. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. Well, I'll be praying for that. Be praying for you guys to find the right place and to get that settled. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that you have animals and you tend to care for them more than any your own needs. And but we have people praying for you, Katie. Julie just said that too. So um, I didn't know you were. I know you had some issues with the recent storm and stuff that you were having there, and that's not good. Um, the issue now is how much it's going to cost to get into another place, whether it be to rent or buy, and how much it's actually going to cost. And there's no end in sight in this whole craziness we're dealing with. But keep praying for you. And I think, um, as grim as it looks, you can always look up. All right. Yep. Yeah. Well, you know what was funny? I got rid of this friend request that just happened to uh, ask me to be their friend out of nowhere. And I've had these other ones that were advertising for whatever this and that and the other thing, and it was like I don't want nothing to do with them. I said yes to a friend request, and it was this person. Oh, I need help, please. Please help, or I need help, or something like that. And it's like, are you selling something? What are you doing? And it's like, I ain't got no way to help you. And so I just said, oh, that's the end of that one. Bye bye. You don't start off a friendship by asking for help in that sense, you know. Um, but I've known Katie for a while, Katie and Steve for a while, but they do. I got one of their boxes Katie built, and pretty impressive. Um, the AM frequency chaos number three, box number three, and so um, you guys need to jump on some of those boxes. They got good good selections. A lot of them they make personally, and they use them for ghost hunting or spirit investigations. Oh no, I understand that, Katie. I understand that. And but hey, if I could, you too would. You're part of the family here. I definitely help where I could. But right now, all I can do is pray for you and keep you in our thoughts. And I can buy another box, maybe. If that would help, I can buy another box. Um, that's something I could do uh, in a little bit. And we can consider that as long as you keep your. I recommend you, if you can, maintain your website that you have for the boxes. For the holteparanormal.com. Holteparanormal.com, right? Can you put that in there? What's the website on that one, Katie? It has to have the whole. You have to have the whole thing. The HTTPS and then www.holteparanormal.com. Is that right? Yeah, yeah, Julie, you can share yours. Share your whole website, though, the whole link. just like when you type it in there. Uh, well, at least they got a home, yeah. Don't buy a second. Okay. Well, I'd want to help you though if I can. In that sense, at least I'm doing something for uh, helping you in that sense. Well, I would still encourage you to keep the website going if it doesn't cost too much to run it, and as long as you can sell the uh, items in order to fund the website. So that would be a thing to consider. I guess this is, in a sense, well, anytime you become in a situation where you're in need, there's no good time for that to happen. But um, where I'm at, I wouldn't want to be homeless now. Uh, I was homeless for 2 years here in Minnesota in the wintertime. I talk about this quite often. And yeah, and I lived in a downtown shelter, and uh, they used to make us get out in the morning at 6:45 in the morning. You had to be out because they had to clean the shelter and make everything ready for the next day or for the next night. When we come back at 5 o'clock at night. The problem is when it's winter and there's no place to go at 6:45 in the morning. You just gotta walk the streets or whatever. I don't know. Um, yeah, downtown Julie Brown knows that there was no song to sing there. Um, walking the street. Um, we actually had a blizzard happening on this particular day, and we had to get out. Now, the interesting thing is, since that time, they've changed the Minnesota laws and the county rules or whatever, and they don't kick you out in the middle of the cold months or the bad weather. But why didn't they do that when I was there? On me. Uh, I can't judge anybody though. I just figure they're selfish, stupid people that didn't want to help anybody for real. And anyway, I would normally, in a situation like the wintertime especially, I would hop on a casino bus, which was a free ride, and you go on down to the casino. And then at least then you can be inside, right? And I'd usually win if I had money to spend on games. I'd usually win with the slot machines. Now I know enough. Excuse me. I know enough that I don't spend all my last pennies or last feeding or meal money or whatever on the slot machines. Yeah. And so I know first of all the casino wins all the time, even when you think you're winning. Well, no, I don't know how you knew that. I got congestion right now, but it might happen. Now you said it. Thank you, though. I'll count that as a blessing later if I sneeze. All right. So, in any case, what you need to understand about casinos is they're in it to take all your money, and that's from anybody. Now, if you're smart enough to learn how to work it correctly, then you end up winning, or what you appear to be winning. Now, if you start and you start to win, and then you can leave where you can take some money home with you, but how much did you spend to get that money to take home? Probably triple of what you have in your pocket. So anyway, I know it can be definitely a problem uh, if I allowed it to be, but I don't. So I ignore it. I mean, I haven't gone to the casino probably in 3 years. So there's that. And anyway, um, in the winter situation though, man, that was tough. So I remember one time I was sick. I had the flu just before anything that we just went through occurred. I had the flu back in 2009 or something like that. And I tried to ride the bus to the hospital, which was only like 6 blocks, but it was like negative temperature, and you had to walk 6 blocks. I got my backpack with all my important things like my laptop that I had, and change of clothes and everything like that. When you're homeless, you kind of got to bring something along with you. And so, was there a significant? Okay, you mean for my living situation now? Oh yeah. My family. Yeah. So I got blessed with financial means. I'll put it that way. Um, But anyway, uh, in my situation, wintertime, riding a bus, I got 104 temperature. I'm like, I'm on the wrong damn channel here. What the hell am I doing? I want to watch that idiot. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, yeah. So, in my case with the bus, 104 temperature, I can't really stand up and even see straight. And I'm sick to my stomach, of course, because of this flu. And I have to get off the bus. And it's like negative, at least negative 10 the temperature. So I have to get off the bus and walk like 4 blocks and unable to hardly even move practically. And of course, doing what you have to do along the way as you're sick like that. I get to the emergency room in the hospital. I'm sitting there, minding my own business, sick as a dog, so to speak. And I can't see straight. I'm there for over an hour. Basically struggling to stay awake, and it's still 104 temperature. How do I know that? I went to the bathroom a few times, went to the restroom, because, well, I had to take care of my stomach issue, right? And as you do that when you're ill, it tends to lower the temperature of the fever, but not in this case. When I was finally checked on by the nurse, and well after an hour, almost going on 2 hours, finally got to the nurse and to check in, I still had 104 temperature. So I'm not really 100% sure I got this allergy problem, whatever that is that I have now. But anyway, causing all kinds of trouble. But I had 104 temperature after sitting there for 2 hours. Okay? Now, I'm a disabled veteran. Whether that matters to anybody or not, the interesting thing is the hospital didn't give a crap about it. And finally, they got to me, though. And because I had such a high temperature, they decided to keep me overnight. Which that was like a holiday for me. After being in the shelter, hospital room is better than in a shelter. There's your sneeze. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I might have been pretty close to that there, Katie. I don't know why I let them talk me into this current situation we just went through. For 4 years, I was blinded and confused by everything they were saying. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. And so I don't know that it did any good that I followed their direction or not. I can only hope that I did the right thing. I know that I'll be taken care of in any event that happens through my decision. Oh yeah, thank you, Katie. Hey, listen, like I said, we're praying for you. Please keep us updated, and when you can, make sure that you let people know that you're still hanging in there, being tough, and strong as you are. And I know sometimes it don't look that well. What I was trying to say is, in all that conversation there, just look up, and there is always someone who's gonna help. There is, believe it or not, there is. As much as it looks like the numbers are against you, there is always somebody that's gonna help. And damn it. What I wanted to say is, I had a social worker that was at the mental health building, and I was trying to get um, cleared for Social Security because I had to go through some mental health checks and everything like that. And this one woman was a mental health social worker, and she got me on the right track for housing. So if it wasn't for her, I don't know where I would be today, you know. So anyway, there's always somebody that's looking out and trying to look out for you and for your safety and well-being, even if it doesn't look like it. Trust me, there is someone watching. If it's not no one else, whether you believe in God or not, or the supreme power or whatever, there's always someone watching out for you. So keep that in mind. Our hearts and prayers are with you, whether you believe in that or not. Well, we're gonna go with that anyway. And but hopefully you do believe in it, and it'll help you get through today, wherever you are. And pray that all your animals can get the homes and safe place to be where they need to be. All right. So I want everybody to have a wonderful night. I think I went on, not quite 2 hours, but we're almost there. Hey, remember Three Beards podcast over there on Wednesday night? I can't remember what time it comes on anyway. And I'm their sponsor. And I have a hard time remembering what time it comes on. 7 p.m. The time zone crap really gets me messed up. But I'm their sponsor, and I help them out a little bit here and there. They're trying to make some positive change for the masses, and so check them out. Three Beards podcast if you haven't, and then we have incantations and elixirs, where the conversation meets. No, wait. Incantations and elixirs. Wait, now I gotta get that right. Okay, then. Incantations and elixirs were the. Now I messed that up. I had it in my head. I wanted to say it a different way, and I had that mixed up. Oh well. No, you'll get it with Maureen and Anthony. And they're on Thursday night, though, at 7:30 Eastern. And believe it or not, we have UG Media from the UK who is airing that live at the same time. This is doing live show right from the East Coast time zone. There you go. So that's pretty darn amazing to have that connection with someone across the pond. Incantations and elixirs. What? Okay, I gotta get that now. Let me get the name right. Hold on. Oh, it's not there now. That one's not there. That's because that's my download. That's why. Okay. Okay, hold on. Now, anyway, I am gonna be posting the past shows of her episodes. I'm gonna put them on my Podbean channel, so you're gonna hear the audio of that show on my Podbean channel. And so I'm going to start out with episode 1 if I can ever figure out how to upload it correctly. And then we'll have that going on there for the series. For a series, and then I'll have another one that I'm working on that's a possibility. And I'll put that on there as well. And yeah, we'll have fun with that. All right. Well, I think I'm about done for now. I was at 1:45. Yeah, we're getting close. I'm going to call it a day. Thank you, Julie, for being here. Katie was here. Ufi was here a little bit ago. Genghis was here. Bobby was here. I'm trying to remember one that was here in this confusion. I'm about wiped out for now. And we will come back next week. Hopefully we'll have a guest. Oh. Hopefully we'll have our country music guest. And we'll enjoy maybe some tunes. Yeah, it is sleepy time. So praying for you and Steve and the animals, and that everything can work out. And you look back on this and thinking, what was I even thinking? Sometimes that will happen. It's going to happen to me here real quick. Already has. but just one you can recognize that. Yeah. Um, I don't know the names yet. I'll make sure I put information out so if anybody that does like country music and they know who they are, they'll be able to know the name and come and see them in person, so to speak, on my interview with them. So we're going to be just enjoying some of the country artists and interviewing them and getting to know who they are, what's going on with that. Musician is a musician, country or rock or whatever. Um, they all got messages to share. So some do it in different forms. All right. All right. Yep. Well, thank you again, Katie. We're praying for you and Steve, like I said, and keep up the good work you're doing when you can, where you can, whatever it is, with your electronics and stuff. I had an idea for a project piece. I have an old cassette deck that has a UV meter, with the light bar on the front window, and I I looked at that and I said, "Oh, that could be a meter, a light meter for a project." Ah, see, you got me thinking like this now, Kitty. It's all your fault. I want you to do the projects you're building, and it's like, see, you inspire people with that. So, and I know at this present moment might not be the best time to be doing anything like that, but when you can get back to it and you're able to do that, I would still encourage you to keep that work up, and people actually watch that. They don't know what they're watching, but they're watching it. So uh, but as I'm looking at different things, I'm trying to figure out how could I use that for a project, and I remember what that is. Yeah, and the only thing I don't understand on the to build a scanning, like the SBox 11, SB11 box, how does that scan process work? I don't know if is it on a tuning thing to set in one, like forward or backwards or whatever. Uh, but I don't understand. I got to understand more about how that actually works in order to make that happen. Now you got me curious on how to make it work. I mean, I know the apps. I got the apps. That's not the same. Okay. Uh, to put together the electronics like you do and make it work. That's amazing. But with this VU meter thing with the light bar on it, that's what I think it is. And that's what I can use on a project. So anyway, now that I wasted another 10 minutes of everybody's time, definitely time to go. It's made in China. It is made in China. I'm sure that tape deck is. The dual cassette deck, it was a bass unit, like for a stereo component unit. One of the things that we found on the side of the road. Like, hey, that looks good. It didn't look good except for the fact that it had some pieces on it that I was looking at. And I was like, hey, that's interesting. So, anyway. Anyway, I'm rambling about electronic parts and broken pieces of equipment. I think that's about time to go. Alright, everybody, we're out of here. We'll see y'all on the next one. Good night.